Hello guys, and I am going to go ahead and play Dante for you guys. It's been a while since I last played this champion for you, and the thing is that several champions that were, I guess, reworked, I actually stopped playing them because I didn't feel the same desire to play the champion because I would have to learn it again, and if the champion doesn't call my attention, I'm not interested in learning a lot of on the champion. Of course, just basic information. You can also pause the video so that you can see the passive, the skills, the descriptions, and I can wait until they fix the stunts. I mean, the game freezes whenever you access the store, and we can see that this person was doing damage to me in my face next to the tower. he was being he was being clever, but there's a specific reason why I let the person deal damage to me, which I don't think it's gonna be necessary for me to explain. But I like to let other players be very aggressive, and then I punish them. So it's basically the way I am, guys. Okay, let me explain a little bit about Dante. Um, his passive is that you actually reduce the magic resistance of your enemies. So that's the first thing you have to know, and that's the only thing it does. That's the only thing it has. Now, your first skill is gonna plant a seed on the enemy or on your target, actually, and the seed is gonna explode several seconds later, and is gonna cause a stun on the enemy. Now, you can proc the stun before the duration by simply using your 2 and hitting the enemy. That's gonna allow you to deal more damage and also stun the enemy as well. Now, one thing that you have to know that was not possible before is that they increased the cooldown on your first skill. However, now you're able to stack it twice. So you have the skill and you can use it twice, and you're gonna be able to see the stacks on it. As of right now, you can see that I have a little number 1 on my first skill, and that means that I can use it once. Once the countdown goes all around, you'll be able to actually get a second stack or a second one. Now, another thing that you have to know is that if you reduce the cooldown on, if you build cooldown reduction, it does help getting your second stack faster because it is being affected by your cooldowns. So that's gonna be pretty nice, guys. But before, you used to be able to you used to be able to cast your one every 4 or 5 seconds. It was pretty strong, guys. Honestly. He okay. He's trying to attack me. Unusual, but yeah, that's one thing. Now, another thing you have to know is that since before it was not possible to use 2 seats at the same time, now if you use 2 seats on the same enemy, you're gonna proc the first stun, and then you're gonna have another seat that is gonna be active on the enemy. So you're gonna have the same debuff. Now, any enemy that has the seat, they're gonna receive additional damage over time. So that is the reason why I decided to level up my one first, because it is a stun that is gonna be very helpful. Because if you plant the seed and you follow the enemy, you're gonna be able to see where the enemy is gonna be a stun, and when they get stunned, you can just go ahead and use your ultimate. So that's gonna be a lot of damage. Now, another thing, I haven't talked about the ultimate. The ultimate, it it is basically a cage. A cage that is gonna trap the enemy. It's gonna trap you as well if you stay inside. But there is something good about it. Anything, any enemy, any champion, any minion, any jungle monster inside of the cage is going to receive damage over time. Now, ooh, calculations. Okay, incorrect. I thought that if I casted my second and the damage of my one would be enough to kill the enemy. But the good thing about it is that we died because of the tower, and they did not get a kill. Okay, I actually forgot what I was saying, guys. But the reason why I got flame armor, it is because I am going to go ahead and have a build that I use on Alice. This is just to troll the enemy. Like right here. Oh yeah, I was talking about my ultimate. If I'm trapped inside the ultimate, any damage that I receive is gonna be half. So that's pretty nice, guys. Enemies. I'm sorry. All it works also on your allies. If you have an ally inside of the ultimate, they're gonna be receiving half of the damage, which is pretty nice, guys. And it's going to be dealing damage to the enemy every second. And since I have flame armor, they're gonna be stuck next to me, and they're gonna be receiving damage because of my ultimate. They're gonna be receiving damage because of my armor. Now, if I also use my one, they're gonna be receiving damage because of the curse as well. Now, the second item that I am going to get on this build, guys, it is going to be Doom Mask. The thing is that if any damage that I do with my abilities is going to basically burn the enemy, and this is a, let's say, a troll build that I have with this champion. I also use it, and how I started using this build, it was actually with Alice, because Alice can burn the enemies in so many ways that I decided to comply the skills with items that will also burn the enemies, and that way I'll be able to keep an ongoing burn on the enemy, and that was pretty nice, guys. And it actually does work. And the thing is that even though at the start of the game you get a lot of sustain, at the end I do increase my damage by getting ability power. However, I usually get one or two items that are going to be increasing or boosting my ability power. The build consists on getting flame armor, agility shoes just because it's my preference. I fuck, I messed up. Damn, I'm dead. I died. Ah. Okay, the build consists on getting flame armor. Just matter of, oh, he got lifesteal. Matter of preference, it's gonna be agility shoes because I like him. You can get penetration boots. I mean, it's fine. Also, I do go for Doom Mask because it does apply a burn on the enemy. My third item or aggressive item besides boots is gonna be Archmage's Dagger, because whenever I attack the enemy with my basic attacks, I do also deal additional magical damage, which is 15% plus 15 damage, magical damage to the enemy. So that's gonna be pretty helpful, guys. And as you can see, whenever you have an enemy under your seat, you can actually basically control where he's gonna be stunned, and therefore you're gonna be able to deal a lot of damage to the enemy. Now, after I get Archmage's Dagger, I have the tendency to get Trollbane, and then the last item that I'll get, it will be Dragon Horn, or in some cases I do also go for Hung Guard because it does provide additional 50 armor, 120 ability power, and you get 15% of spellbound, which is pretty nice, guys. It does help a lot, and it is very, very helpful, guys. So that's pretty much how I have a build for Dante that also, well, it's actually a build for Alice that works on Dante. So that's gonna that's just something to keep in mind. You can of course build him ability power, and there are many popular AP builds so you can get around. I guess I will share on Facebook my own personal builds on this champion, and then also an ability power build, because I think that building in this case cooldown reduction this champion is gonna work very well, guys, because you have your one, it's very, very annoying, and you actually don't need to, it's not a skill shot, you just use it automatically and it's going to hit the enemy, and that's going to ensure damage and a nice stun. I think it's 1.5 seconds. The thing is that this champion has been reworked, and the numbers are a little bit different, therefore I'm not very familiar with the way he is now. But yes, I used to play this champion a lot. I think I bought it on my first month that I was playing this game. Then that goes back to September of 2015. That's when I bought it, I think. Well, guys, I do hope that you enjoyed that video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll keep the videos coming, guys.